Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Why did I do here like that? Can you show me? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Coach Lufia. For those that are joining for the first time, this is making me look as if I'm not wearing clothes, guys. I'm wearing. Remember, I'm talking like this. Hi guys. Anyways, guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here from the get-go, thank you so much for always coming back. This tutorial is going to be a full face glam using Nigerian brands, pretty much this look. But before we get into the tutorial, I just really wanted to say this real quick, guys. Apologies for the lateness of this tutorial. I couldn't just put up, things happened in the past week, so I couldn't just put up the tutorial. The upper week I wasn't just feeling myself, and last week I actually did put up this tutorial, but my audio wasn't all that good. It was bad. People that watched it complain, and I just had to take it down, to film, and that's why I'm doing this now. My apologies. I'm really sorry that had to happen. Secondly, I would like to say a very big thank you to those of you who actually communicate with me in my comment section below. You guys just make I just like the fact that you're relating with me, especially when I ask you questions in the video and I get answers in the comment sections. In the comment section, like, I just like the fact that you guys are relating with me. I love the feedback, and even those of you that do not even comment in the comment section video, but you always like send me DMs to encourage me. You post on your Insta stories, tell friends about me, subscribe. All those things mean a lot to me, guys. You guys are angels, and I'm really really grateful. And based on my last video, I actually want to talk about the feedback I got. So I posted that video on my Instagram and asked them to like give me feedback based on the video, based on what they think I can change, what I can improve on and all that. And a few people actually reached back to me by DM. But one lady stood out to me, and then she was like, she didn't want to type it, she would rather just comment, so she doesn't sound too harsh. To be honest, I thought it was really cute, because she was really sensitive and thoughtful, even though I was like ready for anything, to be honest. Anyway, so we ended up talking over the phone via my DM, and she was like, she hardly comments on in the comment section below, and but she watches my videos and she likes my video. She thinks blah blah blah, everything that she said, but she just thinks like I'm still a bit stiff. And to be honest, I didn't even argue with her because I know that there's a limit of what she said. Truth of the matter is, I watch my videos a lot, and every time I do, I say things that I can personally work on. And based on my last video, I feel like where that me being stiff might have come out from is probably from the fact that I'm always too serious whenever I'm trying to pass an information across, or whenever I'm teaching, pretty much like Oroman Kamilara. I'm always too serious whenever I talk or whenever I say something that I'm really passionate about. So like, yes, I get that part, and I'm going to try to not always sound too serious whenever I'm teaching or whenever I'm talking about anything. Try my best. Maybe I'm not that very hard. Also, guys, I also want you guys to know that I am quite a shy person. It's not very obvious, but those that know me know I'm very shy around things that I'm not very familiar with. And this YouTube thing is very unfamiliar to me. It's still very unfamiliar to me. Like, I'm trying to get used to it. And the truth of the matter is, I don't even talk this much in real life. I know I always want to come out to give you guys a better part of me all the time, but I also want you guys to know that serious part of me that might come out as stiff is a huge part of me. I'm going to work on it. I promise. I'm going to work on it, so I don't bore you guys with it. As much as I know that I still need to be more comfortable in front of the camera, I'm still very much aware of how natural I should be, how myself I should be. I can't pretend to be something else. I am not bubbly at all. Like, I'm far from bubbly. I'm as plain as brick you got. I got my own moments where I can be very like hyped up or blah blah. But no matter is, I'm like a mixture of here and there. And I know that in time you guys get to see other sides of me that I don't get to show all the time. That's one reason why I actually opened the YouTube channel, to actually like express myself, to interact with people, like show people a part of me that I don't get to show, other people on other platforms that I'm on. So yeah, I just thought I'll put that out there so that you guys just know that I am listening to you guys, I am working on it, and I'm truthfully and honestly, sincerely grateful for the feedback. But as well, guys, I want you guys to also know that this is me, and in time you actually get to understand that okay, this is who she is, and you guys will probably relate to me more or better. So yeah, having said all that, before I talk too much and make this video like 3 hours long, Let's get right into the tutorial. Alright guys, so we're starting with the tutorial with eyes, and you can see I already did one eye off camera. I wasn't too sure of the look I was going for. I wanted to play around with palette first to see what I ended up coming up with. And I ended up with the black smoky eye with water in my waterline. With water in my waterline. With color in my waterline. I've been feeling color in my waterline lately, so yeah, I just went the same vibe. Before then, I want to moisturize my shoulders with the TMessentials um expensive skin body butter. I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit dry and I want it to be a little more juicy. Scent or fragrance or smell of this is just amazing. It's very fruity. As you can see, it's not my first time using it. The mango smell is a bit more. I think that's the most that's the strongest scent. Yeah, but it has mango butter. It has avocado butter. It has almond oil. It has sunflower seed oil. It has grapeseed oil with finely milled intense sparkles. I see a lot of people use this as a moisturizer when they're trying to prep their skin. Personally, for me, I don't think I'll use it as a face moisturizer shower because, like it says, it has like sparkles in it. I don't think I want sparkles on my face. And I know a lot of people want to glow, but you gotta be careful what you use to glow so that you don't glow into pimples. You just have to be careful. Anyways, it's a very beautiful body butter. Yeah, I like it. So we're starting off with brows, and I'm going to be using the browlution pencil from Yangabeauty. It's been a staple in my kit since its very launch. It's a very like neutral pencil. It's not too dark, it's not too brown, it's not waxy. It's just the perfect neutral shade. And I think it retails for 4,000 naira. To tame my brows, I'm going to be using the TMessentials brow tamer. This is more like a brow gel, pretty much. It just holds your brow hair in place. I'm probably going to speed through the process of doing my brows because brows take a long time. But if you guys want to do like a detailed tutorial, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do a video to that effect. To clean up my brows, I'm going to be using these two concealers from Nubanbeauty and Zaroncosmetics. And the brow brush I'm using for that is from Yangabeauty. Is their flat verge brush. So I'm done with my brows. I'm going to clean up the top part with my foundation when I get there. I personally don't care much for tinted brow gels. I rather would just use clear on myself because I just like my natural brow color, and even sometimes I like it dark. But if you are big on tinted brow gels and you want to try any, cosmetics one is a very good one to have. Beauty Browlific tinted base is also another good one to try. So I use both on my clients. So I just thought I'll show you guys if you're big on tinted brow gels. These are just really good. Guys, for the eyes, I'm working from two palettes. One is the Yangabeauty Ariel eyeshadow palette, and the other is the EAbeauty the palette one. I didn't use a base for my smoky eye because I don't want it to be like black, like dark. Even though it's pretty dark, this is, but it could be darker than this. So I didn't use a base, and also because I don't have any black pencil or black gels from a Nigerian brand. So yeah, I just stopped to using just the eyeshadows alone. But first, I'm going to be going with the assurance primer to prime my eyes. All the brushes I'm using today are from Nigerian brands as well. I've got brushes from Glam Cosmetics. It's called a Face Expert brush. I'm going to be calling out their names while I use them. I also got brushes from Ali Cosmetics. The only exception is going to be my eyeshadow brushes. I realized that I didn't have eyeshadow brushes from a Nigerian brand, so I had to pick out all my eyeshadow brushes that I've had for for a very long time. I use them on a regular anyways. They are all brandless, so money ya money baba. So we're going to claim them. We're going to adopt them for the tutorial. So we're going to the Yangabeauty palette now, and I'm going into this soft brown shade right here. I'm going to be using that as my transition color. I'll be going into this dark brown shade right here. It's called Ositadima. And also with the same brush, I'm going into the EAbeauty palette, and I'm taking this shade called Rose. I'm placing that on top of the dark brown shade we just applied. I'm going back to the brush I used in my transition color, and I'm just going to soften that the edges of that color we just applied. I'm going back into the assurance primer and I'm just going to reapply that on my lid. And then we're going back into the EAbeauty palette and I'm taking this black color here called Char. Going back into this brush that I use for dark brown colors and I'm going back into rose. Moving on to lashes now, but first we're going to apply mascara and I'm going to be using the Yangabeauty's Eye Tension Mascara. The eyelashes I'm using today is by Anamaria in the style fullmoon, and the lash glue I'm going to apply it is by Zaroncosmetics. This lash glue dries down really fast. I love the nozzle, the dispenser of which yeah, I just like that it's not like open, so it like preserves the glue from drying up quickly, and it makes application like better or easier. And guys, so as you can see, I already took out the color in my waterline that I applied there earlier. I want to switch up. I want something brighter, so I'll be going in with this pencil from Ali Cosmetics. The name has wiped off on the body. Leaving the eyes this way right now to come back to it later. I'm going into skin and I'll be starting off with moisturizer. I'll be using this one from TMessentials. I've used this a couple of times and I actually do like it. Another moisturizer in the Nigerian market that I have my eyes on is the Brega slash Omari Code. Is it Code or Gold? The Omari Gold. I'm going to put the picture on the screen just in case I'm saying rubbish. Is the Hydrating moisturizer by Brega. I've seen a lot of people use, the moisturizer. I like how slimy and how glowy makes the skin look. And it's hard to see anything that a professional makeup artist is a part of that flop. So I haven't used the moisturizer yet. I'm actually expecting it soon once this whole pandemic thing is over. And for primer today, I'll be using the Nubanbeauty Hydrating Primer. It's one of their newest launch. They released this just about the same time that they also came up with their setting powder. I have used this once. I actually do like it. It's just, it's hydrating. It's more like an advanced moisturizer for, the dry skin people. And they made two types. They made the hydrating one and they made a mattifying one for those people who love mattifying primer. And then I'll be sealing all that in with the Ciciglam cooling and hydrating facial mist. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Nubanbeauty in my skin foundation. I'm sure you guys already knew that. And the shades I'm going to be using are W8 and L3. I have to mix these two together. By now, you guys already know how much I love this foundation. And if you haven't seen my review on it, I'm going to link the video to this video so you can check it out. I'm going to be mixing these two shades. Oh, before then, I always have to conceal first. I usually do this with my black opal stick foundation. That's like the only, and I use the shade amber. That's because I love the tint that gives me, the tint and coverage that gives me. However, I can't use black opal because we're trying not to cheat. This is a Nigerian tutorial, so I'm going to be mixing this two. Sorry, this I'm going to be using this concealer in 046 by Nubanbeauty, and I'm going to be mixing it with W8 foundation. W8 is more, has like a reddish undertone. It's quite orange, it's quite reddish, and if I mix it with this, I think I might get that tint that I like for my correction. So yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my palm and I'll take W8. I'm going to take one of these browless brushes. Like, just look at that coverage. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm also going to put some around my mouth. My beauty sponge, my damp beauty sponge. This one is from Cosmetics, and I'm just going to further blend, what I just did. changed my mind. I'm going to be using the Glam Cosmetics brush in YF50, and I'm going to use that to apply my foundation instead. These brushes are so sturdy. They feel very foreign. I don't know why I said that, but they feel very foreign. I've purchased a few brushes from Nigeria before, or I've used a few of them, and none feels as solid, as strong, as sturdy as this. I love the shape of it. This particular Y50 brush reminds me of a Sephora brush. Our brushes reminds me of the Morphe and Sephora brushes. I wanted to show you guys what I mean with the comparison I was making with the Glam cosmetics brush and Morphe. I don't have the Sephora brush that I like it. This foundation brush too, but I used to work in Sephora, so I know what I'm talking about. It's probably one of their, it's their foundation brush too. This is quite, it's a bit more dense, but it's the same shape and just as sturdy. But I have something similar to another brush of ours, and this is the YF40. Like I said, this is a Morphe E49 brush, and the Morphe is quite longer in size, quite alright, but it's the brushes itself are kind of like the same, flat, the same hair texture. It's quite as sturdy as well. Like they both feel very strong, very sturdy. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, these are probably, so far that I have used, or so far that I know of, the Wagner Cosmetics brushes are quite, for the price of it. I think she sells it for like 11,000. You can't get a good, they're just busted. To highlight, I'm going to be using the Zaroncosmetics concealer I used earlier in the video. I'm going to take my beauty sponge and then just check them out. Alright guys, so this is the point where I'm going to have to beg for forgiveness and permission to cheat. I was expecting a few products from Nigeria before this lockdown thing became very serious, and you know, it didn't come. It did not come. And you guys wanted this tutorial to be the next one. So I had to work with what I had. I don't have any face powder or pressed powder that I can use as a face powder from a Nigerian brand. So I'm just going to have to use my MAC. I'm sorry I'm cheating. I'm sorry, but I don't have any. Forgive me, this is going to be the only cheat, I promise. And I'm still going to anyways get products from Nigeria that I would always be introducing in my tutorials, moving forward. So yes, you're definitely going to see, I'm definitely going to get a powder that I can introduce to you guys as something that I love. If off my head right now, I know that Blood Cosmetics has a pressed powder that I heard is very good. A lot of my makeup artist friends have used it and they like it. Also, when Delara told me the Dabota cosmetics powder is really good. Those are the two I'm looking to get. So as usual, I'm just going to set my highlight first with this powder, before I go with the setting powder. And I'm going to take the Glam Cosmetics brush in YF40. So for setting powder now, I'm going to be using the BeautybyAD setting powder in the shade Amber. To sculpt my face a little bit, and because I do not have a bronzer, I'm going to be going in with this Nubanbeauty foundation in D15. It's a very dark reddish foundation. I'm just going to put it a little bit right there. And with the same brush I used for my foundation, I'm going to apply that on the areas that I naturally contour / sculpt. And then I'll take my Glam Cosmetics YF10 and I'll just take that powder and then apply it everywhere. So I'm going into the EAbeauty palette and I'm taking that black to smoke out, my under eye, to dust all this powder off, I'll be going in with the White Glam Cosmetics YF80 for blush. I'm going to be going into this orangey shade right here called 7. I'm going to be using that as my blush. So I'm going to set all that in place using my Ciciglam facial mist. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the Candid Glow by Yangabeauty. I'm going into the eye tension mascara again for my lower lashes. So we're rocking the scarf again today. For lips, we're going to be using the Beautylinebydidi contour pout, and I'm just going to be using that to line my lips. Going with the Assurance primer. I don't have any lipstick from a Nigerian brand. Then I'm going to go in with Cosmetics lip gloss in cream brulee. I want more shine. I think that's an expired set. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go in with this gloss from Ceeyscosmetcis. I'm going to go in with that my pencil. I'm just going to line my lips. I'm going to take the shimmer oil from TMessentials. Just apply that on my body for more. And this is it, guys. This is the finished look. I love my makeup. I love how it looks. I love how it turned out. I hope you guys love it as well. And I'm 100% satisfied with everything I've used here today. I just want to quickly add here that the fact that these were the only products or brands that I was able to use in this video doesn't mean that these are the only brands that are good out there. These are just the only ones that I have access to at the moment. The Nigerian makeup industry or beauty industry is growing tremendously every day, and there are a bunch of other amazing brands out there that, you know, are just worthy as well. And guys, the truth is, I can't use everything. I can't always have access to, all of these brands, and I may not even like, everything. So the only thing I can do is recommend product based on my own experience with the product and give you reviews based on what I have used. You still have to do your own research. You still have to use these products for yourself and like experience the products for yourself to be able to tell whether it is you like it or not. However, all the products that I've used in this video today, I have used them over and over and over again, and I can vouch for them. And I understand that some of you are still very reluctant in investing in our own products in our own brands. I understand. I used to be very reluctant as well because Nigerian market is still very saturated. It's everywhere anyway. It's not just Nigerian market. We still have a lot of people out there who just produce anything and do anything just to make money. But I want to tell you guys that there are still brands, there are still people of integrity who put in their resources into making sure that they produce the best products for us to use. And one thing I want you guys to know is most of these Nigerian brands actually put us in mind when they actually produce these products because they know that Nigerians are the ones who actually will first, buy this product, who will first invest in it. So they think of the weather, they think about our skin, they think about everything. And if you're a makeup artist as well, you're thinking, oh, you can't get the kind of clients that you want with just Nigerian products. And so you're trying to break your back and break your bank account to get foreign products. Girl, you're only just stressing yourself. The brand that you use doesn't really guarantee the slay. Everything that you're looking for in the international market, a Nigerian brand has a product just like it. Is it certain powders? Many powders, we have a bunch, foundations, everything, name it. I'm not saying that it's not good to stock up on your high-end brands. Of course, we need those brands as well. But truth of the matter is, you don't have to break your bank. You don't have to feel less of yourself if you cannot afford those things right now. Get you good products in Nigeria that can serve you the purpose, that can work for you, and then build up your kit gradually from there. And see, most of our products are going global. Have you seen Jackie Aina use our products? You should go and watch some of our recent videos. She was using Yangabeauty's lashes and Nubanbeauty's illuminating. I saw it and I was literally like, I was happy. So yes, I can't actually wait for us to really get into the international market. I can't wait for us to just really glow global. Let the rest of the world experience this product with us. Because I know for a fact that some of our Nigerian brands can compete in the international market if we're given the chance to. Everything is packaging, everything is just opportunity. No lies. So yeah, guys, I know some of this student has been able to convince you that they're still good in the land. If only our government can give us quality stuff half as good as what the products have reached here today, trust me, we'll not be singing the song we're singing as Nigerians. We'll actually be a lot happier. I'm not even joking. And that's it, guys. We officially come to the end of the tutorial. Please do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. Yes, I heard that's important as well. And guys, in this period, let's not forget to stay safe. Let's still stay at home so that we can do our own best to cope this pandemic nonsense, so that we can just get back to the normal course of things sooner than later. Alright, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.